you guys kind of like a trick or a shortcut to solving any type of percent problem. Anytime they give you a percentage, you can use this percent formula or percent box, whatever you want to call it. You can use it and you'll be able to solve any percent formula. I mean, any percent question. So you start with a box like this. All right, and so in this box, the top right, the top right is always the percent. That's always the percent. Percent means out of 100. So what do you think goes here? What do you think goes right here? A percent means always out of 100. What do you think goes there? 100. It means out of 100. Over on this side, the numerator is always your part. The percent is always a part of this 100. This 100 and whatever's over here, your denominator, is always the whole. So this is part, this is whole. So the part is on the numerator, whole the denominator. We have is and of. So the part is some percentage of this whole number. Make sure you wrote that down. We're gonna have some examples of this in just a second. All right, so let's say they gave us a question. Let's say question number 1 says, what is 75% of, give me a number, a nice round number. 16? Okay, 16. So what is 75% of 16? So when you see this percentage, oh, they're asking me about a percentage, they're asking me about 75%, I need to make the box. Doesn't have to be huge, it's big enough to fit your numbers. What goes here in the top right? Always. Percent. What goes below the percent? Always. Why? Because percent means out of 100. What goes here always at the top? What's that P stand for? Part. What's the W stand for? Whole. And here's is and then of. So if I read the question, it says, what is 75% of 16? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look, do I know the percentage? That always goes wherever the percent box is. So what I'm going to put in this box right here, 75. Now let's read the question again. What is? Do I know what is? Do I know the part? What do I put if I don't know something? I put an X. So anytime they give you the word what, put an X above it. Because X is 75% of, that's why we have the of here, of what? 16. So that goes in this box. Does that make sense? So instead of the word what, put that X above it. Now we read it as X is. So X is 75% of 16. Now how do you think we solve this? The 100 is automatically there. How do you think we solve this? Ellie. Cross multiply. Good. So we're going to multiply X times 100 and then 16 times 75. Josh, what is X times 100? Any number times X is that number X. So what's X times 100? Good. 100x. And then 75 times 16. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 7 is plus 3. Plus 3. Anybody other than whoever's saying it, because I can't hear you. 42 plus 3. 45. And then 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. Good. Now 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 7 is 12. Good. So 100x equals 1,200. Now we know how to solve this. What do we do? Tyndall, what do we do? Good. We divide by 100 because 100x means 100 times x. We want to do the inverse and divide by 100. Divide by 100. Now, can someone tell me a shortcut other than removing the zeros? Can someone tell me a shortcut as to how I can solve this? It's 1,200 divided by 100. Yes, sir. No, I don't want the answer. I want to know the shortcut to get the answer. The mathematical shortcut. Yes, sir. Other than crossing out the zeros. Did I not teach you something today that we can use? Ellie. Good. Move the decimal. The decimal in 1200 is here. If I'm dividing by 100, then I can move which direction? To the left, how many spaces? Twice. So I move it 1, 2, and my answer is 12. So x equals 12. Does that make sense? Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. Good job.